Honey, do you want ASMR right now? There's going to be so much ASMR later in this video. I don't want you to become tingle immune and spoil your ASMR appetite. Okay, so I don't want you to get tingles right now. Can you handle that? I mean, there's gonna be so much in just 20 or so minutes. Okay, if you really want to get some tingles, I'll do a tiny little sneaky snack ASMR for you right now, okay? So let's see, here we go. I'll just brush this hair behind your ear like that. And I'm going to tap on my phone once, okay? So I really want you to savor this. Savor this tap, because I'm not going to give you a lot of ASMR right now. It's just not the time. We have to save up. But if you really, really savor this tap, it's going to hold you over until later, because it takes a while for your brain to realize that it's had enough ASMR already today, okay? So I'm going to tap on my phone. And I just want you to listen closely for this tap, savor it, and get a little tingle, okay? Get a little tingle. Alright, are you ready? Are you paying attention? Okay. 3, 2, 1. I gave you a little bit of an extra. I do love to give you little treats sometimes. Did that feel nice? Do you think it was enough for you? Do you feel satisfied for now? I'm really glad. Here, I'll give you one more for being honest. One more with some lanyard. There you go. I myself could never watch as much ASMR as you watch. It really does surprise me every day. I mean, I feel like almost every single night you're watching ASMR videos. I just wouldn't be able to handle that. I'd be tingle immune. But you, I mean, it seems like you just can't get enough of it. But I guess that makes sense. You have a growing brain in there, a growing brain. And I'm sure your needs of ASMR are a little bit different than little old me's. My brain is old. One day you'll understand. One day you'll understand what it's like to be able to just have enough ASMR. I mean, truly, I just get so full. My brain, it just wouldn't be able to take it anymore. But you just keep going, don't you? Just racking up the internet bill on your phone. Oh, don't worry. It's not too much of a strain. It is a strain, but not too much of a strain, so don't you worry about it. Okay. I was actually wondering, I found this YouTube short earlier of someone scratching a carrot with their nails, just scratching a carrot with their nails, and it was too much ASMR for me. But I was wondering if you'd like to split it, maybe, because I know you can watch more ASMR than I can watch. So I was thinking maybe I would just watch the first 20 seconds of this carrot scratching, and then maybe you could watch the latter 20 seconds. It was a 40-second short. I took note of it in my notes, and I determined that I would have about 40 seconds worth of tingles, and I can only take 20. That's all I have allotted. That's all that I want for this point in my life. So I will watch the first 20 seconds of this carrot scratching. And then I was thinking, scratch. I was thinking that you could watch the next scratch, the next scratch. 20 seconds of carrot scratching. And then just tell me all about it. Tell me all about it, because I love just knowing that your brain is growing, and I want to know what that's like for you, those other 20 seconds. I really am so curious to understand your enjoyment of those 20 seconds. I think I can experience some of that enjoyment vicariously through you without actually consuming it myself. I can't do that. I can't consume too much carrot scratch, scratch, scratch. It would just be too much. So you're going to get tingles from the carrot. You don't think you'd get tingles from the carrot scratching? If you don't get tingles from the carrot scratching, that's because you've watched too much ASMR. You would, if you have good ASMR hygiene, you will get tingles from the carrot. If you don't get tingles from the carrot, then it's because you haven't been consuming ASMR in a healthy way. You've been consuming too much of it. Have you been consuming too much ASMR, do you think? We can try to maybe work on like a family plan. We can do it together. We can do like a buddy Oh, you don't want to do that? Be honest, is it just because you don't want to give up control? Okay, here's the thing, honey. I don't want you or me to be stuck in some kind of unhealthy cycle of binging and restricting ASMR, this yo-yo tingling, okay? It's not sustainable. I want us as a family to have a healthy lifestyle of ASMR restriction. ASMR restriction. That is the only way that we can enjoy ASMR to its fullest. So I need you to be in a place where you can get tingles from the carrot scratching, 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 scratching of the carrot, just like scratching your head. Whenever you see someone scratch the carrot, it should kind of remind you that you're getting tingles in your head, okay? And no matter what it is, whether it's a carrot, bubble wrap, someone's shirt, someone's dog, whenever you see someone make beautiful visuals or sounds with that thing, it should be able to give you ASMR. If it doesn't give you ASMR, it means your tingle appetite is dysregulated. Absolutely not. No. You cannot watch ASMR that does not have timestamps and chapter titles. Okay? You don't know what's in that video. You do not. It could be anything. There could be ear licking. There could be spit painting. Okay? I don't want you watching that. That's poison. I don't want that in your ears. You have to watch ASMR that is properly and thoroughly labeled. Who knows what you could be consuming while you're asleep? Can you imagine putting on a video without any chapter titles, and you're asleep and you're laying there, and someone is ear licking into your subconscious? Not in my household. Absolutely not. We have to protect these ears of yours. They are so precious to me. These ears are so precious. So precious. Maybe we need to go on like an ASMR diet for a while. Maybe we can watch ASMR Zero. Things like How It's Made on Discovery Channel or Edward Scissorhands. Things that, they're not quite ASMR and they could help to re-regulate your appetite. I just don't want you to be consuming ASMR that feels too good, because it just might be too much. You're growing. And I know you have a much larger capacity than me, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be careful with your consumption habits, okay? And don't get me started with these healthy ASMR videos with affirmations, sleep assistance. It's all just marketing, okay? It's all just so much of it is fake. So much of it is just empty affirmations that don't do anything to help you become the best version of yourself. We want ASMR that encourages you to be the best version of yourself. By their fruits you shall know them. ASMR that makes you lazy is not ASMR, not real ASMR. Okay, I care about you so much, and there's going to be so many fresh, homemade tingles from me just a little bit later in this very video. Okay, so I just don't want your appetite to be spoiled. I just don't want it to be spoiled. Okay? Now, I was thinking perhaps later in the week we could go on a little lunch date with Carolee and Ashton and Hudson. I was thinking we could do it at lunchtime around noon. That way there's going to be no pressure, to watch ASMR while we're out socializing, because there's always a chance if you hang out with people too early in the morning or too late in the evening, they're going to be in those lazy, wind down parts of their day. And someone might just put on an ASMR video. And I want us to have control in our own household of what ASMR we consume and why. I don't know if Ashton and Hudson and Carolee have the same ASMR principles as I do. So I was thinking we could meet at lunch when no one is watching ASMR. And we could just have a little play date with them. Does that sound good to you? I'm sorry, I smell something. You smell a bit like screen time. Here, let me see your phone. What does your screen time look like this week? Let's see. Ooh. That is a lot of screen time. That's hours. And it smells like it too. I think it's time to finally share my soap collection with you. I think it is. I think that you have grown into it. I think that you have grown into using cheeky soap. This soap is all natural. And just think about this, okay? If you smell nice on our lunch date, if you smell like lo-fi lavender, if your skin looks hydrated and clean and smooth, just like these ingredients will make it, then Carolee, Hudson, and Ashton will be interested in buying this soap too. I know their mom thinks I'm in some sort of pyramid scheme, okay, but I'm not. I just think it's important that everyone knows that if you use the code SLEEPY, you can get this entire cheeky starter pack of soaps for 10% off. There are multiple scents in here. And you can get it for 10% off and free shipping if you're in the US. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's just a scheme to make you smell good and less like screen time. And I think that that's really important. The lo-fi lavender is really my favorite scent. It smells. I can smell it through the box even. And just thinking about the all-natural shea butter, jojoba oil. It's pronounced jojoba. Isn't that fun to say? Jojoba. It just sounds so rustic. It's so exotic. Jojoba oil. You can tell it sounds natural. And it smells natural. And it is natural. You really can't have too much of it. Soap is not like ASMR. You can't have too much of it. You can never be too clean. But you can be too smelly. And I really am concerned about your smell, honey. I really am concerned about your smell. If you don't fix your smell, no one's going to want to go to prom with you. Now, speaking of ASMR, I did want to let you know that tonight, I have been saving up my ASMR allotment all week, okay? I've been working very hard on that. So tonight I am going to be in my room with the door locked, and I am going to watch ASMR for 5 hours straight. And if you interrupt me, I will cry. Do you understand? Good. Okay, now I would like to give you some ASMR because it's time. It's time. You've been very good waiting. I'm very glad that those little taps, those little tippy taps held you over until now, okay? So here's a couple more. Oh, and I just got a little text from Hudson, Ashton, and Kara Lee's mom. So I'm just going to confirm our plans with them. I want you to savor these sounds. Remember, if this doesn't give you ASMR, you've watched too much. So savor this, okay? Focus. Intentionally listen to every key stroke. Okay? Yes. Lunch is perfect. There we go. Did you get ASMR? Good. Perfect. Alright, now I have this little feather here. Light as a feather. I want to give you some ASMR as light and delicate as a feather. So you can just float away on your tingles, okay? I'm just going to brush this side of your face. Alright, just brush, 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 brush. Nice and light. Brush, brush, brush. On the other side, brush, brush. Nice and light. Brush, 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 brush. Perfect. Brush, 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 brush. Brush, 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 brush. You know, when I was your age, I never had to watch ASMR. Not near as much as you do. When I was your age, I just, played outside and I don't know, I must have gotten my tingles straight from the sun or something. I never needed ASMR videos, but I do understand that times have changed, standards have changed. I think the loneliness epidemic is hitting your generation particularly hard, isn't it? So I understand that you need some fake tingles. Brush, brush, brush. And that's why I try to keep our ASMR as natural as possible. This came from a real bird. A real bird grew this feather out of its fleshy little body. And now you are getting ASMR from it. Isn't that just beautiful? It's almost as beautiful as jojoba oil. I just can't get enough of that. That's Sleepy for 10% off at checkout. Jojoba oil, jojoba oil. As I just so delicately brush the sides of your face. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel nice? I think it feels so nice. What about you? What about you? What about you? What about you? Do your friends watch as much ASMR as you? I'm just wondering. I wonder if they've been influencing you in some kind of... At all, really. Do your friends influence you? Because we are a family. Only I should influence you when it comes to your consumption habits. They have been influencing you. Well, thank you for being honest. Maybe we can have your friends over sometime and I can teach them all about ASMR tingle hygiene and about It's good to savor every sound you get to hear in this universe. There are people in the world who don't have ears. There are. And there are people in the world who have ears that can't hear. There are people like that. So you need to savor every single sound. Every single sound. Every single sight. There are blind people. There are deaf people. There are people without hands. People without noses. There are people without feet and knees. Just about everything you have, there is someone who doesn't have that. I want you to think about that all the time. Think all the time about what a privilege it is to get ASMR and to have hands, okay? Okay, now tingle, 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 tingle. Tingle, just a little tingle. Just a little. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Tingle, 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 tingle. Okay, now I am going to go into my room and I'm going to watch some ASMR. Do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. Do your homework or something. There's some cabbage in the fridge if you would like to eat it. I've already chopped it up. It's finely chopped. I did it to distract myself. I chopped cabbage to distract myself. From what? From your father? From your father? Anyway, I am going to go into my room and watch some ASMR. Please do not disturb me.